Yesterday morning in Bristol, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry braved the snow to greet members of the public who had lined the streets for the royals' visit. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex went without umbrellas, probably so the crowds could better see them, and even as the temperature hovered around freezing, Markle opted to hold her gloves instead of wearing them. At one point she even reportedly apologized, saying, "Sorry, my hand is cold." It seems like an odd fashion choice, especially given the weather, but it's one the Duchess has made in the past. Notably, she held her gloves walking to church on Christmas Day, though later put them on, and she clasped them with her clutch as she arrived at Princess Eugenie's wedding. Despite how impractical it may seem to forego gloves in the snow, nothing about Markle's style is accidental. Each part of her ensemble is very thought out and purposeful, so when she's carrying gloves it is meant to send a message. Elizabeth Holmes, a journalist who is also well known for her popular #SoManyThoughts series on Instagram, where she provides commentary on the royal sartorial choices, tells Town & Country. For Holmes, that message is twofold. First, the gloves complete Markle's outfit, and help to elevate the look, projecting a royal image. Gloves signal to me a certain aesthetic. It's very ladylike to have a pair of gloves. It makes an outfit look a bit more formal, Holmes said in a phone interview, explaining that carrying gloves is a trend often seen in editorial fashion spreads or on the runway. "I would say this is a little bit like not putting her arms through the sleeves of a jacket. It's a styling trick," she said. Holmes says Meghan's choice to go barehanded is also symbolic of her wanting to connect with the public. "I think there's something about skin-to-skin contact. When you can shake someone's hand and you can actually touch them, that's very intimate, and Meghan is very good at connecting with crowds," Holmes says. That accessibility and that intimacy is very much a part of her royal brand. In that way, Markle is emulating her late mother-in-law, Princess Diana. As the Princess of Wales began to feel more comfortable in the royal spotlight, she started to take risks with her fashion, one of which was foregoing gloves at certain public events. When she was visiting hospitals or schools, she really preferred outfits that conveyed approachability and warmth. She wanted to create the kind of connection with whoever she was meeting, and for her, wearing gloves she fought against those ideas. Isabella Carrassa, the assistant curator at historic royal palaces, tells Town & Country. Before Diana, royal women would have always worn gloves to public engagements. She preferred to not wear gloves because for her, it was much more personal and made more of a direct contact when she shook hands, or held hands, without gloves. In particular, Princess Diana's choice to shake hands with AIDS patients was revolutionary in helping to fight the stigma of the disease in the early 90s. But symbolism aside, Holmes is still a little skeptical about the practicality of Markle's sartorial decision. "I hope her team has so much pearl because she's a pregnant woman in the winter touching all these people's hands," Holmes says. "It does make me laugh though, because I'm always looking for functionality in fashion, and carrying gloves while shaking hands seems to be a bit cumbersome."